Hang on. Keep talking.
Oh, now you did a selfie now.
It's a video.
Get it. Oh, is it? Oh, that's give me a real crap video.
You keep smiling like it's a photo.
Yeah.
In this episode, I fly to Fiji to meet Cyrus, the captain of Flying Cloud, a 47-foot whiting cutter. I was invited to come along and crew back from Fiji with him and fellow crew member Chris.
We made it to Fiji, so it's all about to get real now. Watch the space.
I was pre-warned to make sure that when getting a taxi from Nadi to Denarau, to insist on using a taxi meter rather than negotiating a set price. It is commonplace to often double the cost to the passenger by this tactic, and after some insisting, my driver accepted this method. He was not happy, didn't say a word on the way, which made for an awkward 30 minutes drive. I'd organised to meet Cyrus at the marina, so while I waited, well, pictures speak 1,000 words.
So I made it to Fiji. We're on board Flying Cloud now in Denarau.
After a quick unpacking of our bags, we're off to Plantation Island. We were going to try and jump in the water to cool off. After a long winter in New Zealand, I was struggling with the 30+ degree heat. As you can see here, there wasn't much wind, which didn't help with the heat.
Out at Wilkes, apparently. Look at that. She's pretty sweet.
What you're looking at here is Malolo Barrier Reef Break. Wilkes Passage runs between the edge of this reef and Aotearoa Island.
Yo, day one at Fiji's all finished. So we had a bit of a sail, went out to some reef, and the other two did some kite boarding, paddle boarding, trying to catch some waves. Did some snorkeling. It's a bit windy, as you can probably hear. Beautiful though, it's Musket Cove.
That evening we anchored at Musket Cove. We possibly had a few too many whiskies together that night, but 20/20 vision with these decisions is always in hindsight, it seems.
Cyrus is feeling very sorry for himself. Oh, look at that. He looks alive in this. How long should I hold it here?
Just fueled up for our trip back to New Zealand.
Looks like it's time to leave Fiji. Not Fijian weather now, Chris. We're off today. Checking out at about 10:30 AM. It's about 8 now. Then we're heading out that way. Take a swig, buddy. Nice Fijian coconut.
It's a good batch of 24. What do you got there, buddy? First and last kiwi? Coconut. Fresh kiwi from coconut.
We're going that way.
Going that way. Yeah. It looks a bit exciting out there too.
Yeah, it does look a little bit sprightly.
Yeah. Tasty?
Very good, mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
Still good passage.
Yeah.
There he is. Hey, there's a snake. Grab it by the tail and throw it in.
Whoa, smack got ya. Oh, that's
Hey!
lucky wants ya.
It wasn't me.
That's my home. Fucking hell, he's into it.
I'm coming to do the dishes.
Holy
Have you seen that movie Poe, whatever, from one where he's stuck in that boat with that tiger? That's you now, mate. You're stuck in the
Oh, Life of Pi.
life of Pi.
I'm not on my game now.
What you doing, man?
Dishes time.
This is time because there's no snakes in the.
No snakes to chase.
On your way, text Sarah to see if she can WhatsApp you.
I've already texted.
You'll be able to do that.
Oi, Captain. How did it go checking out? All good?
All good, mate.
Yeah?
Too easy.
Too easy.
Basic Fiji. Hola.
They're pretty happy to see the back of you, were they?
Well, in the 77 I left here.
Oh, right, true, yeah. Nothing like a little bit of illegal bribery.
It's just to show them my courtesy, and they were left over and I can't take them anyway. And I didn't want to leave them on board because Marcus would probably eat it.
So we're heading out now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Into the darkness.
This is the last of civilization we'll see for between 7 and 9 days. How long is the passage supposed to take?
8.
8 days. Sweet.
Yeah.
Just in time for Coastal Classic. Perfect.
Just. Yeah. 22nd.
All right.
Yeah.
Get off the land. And the last land.
You're actually not on land, just to be a pedantic, you're kind of on a floating dock already.
Yeah, I know.
Be difficult.
That guy.
Oh,
It's connected to land.
yeah.
We're still connected to land because the dinghy's in the water and the water's touching the land.
Yeah. Sure. Alright.
Good. See you later, Fiji. How you feeling, Chris?
I'm feeling sharp.
Sharp.
Have a good trip.
What's your line here? At least one of us crew is feeling sharp. And we're off. Here's our captain. Here's our cabin boy. You need to point at something now. Look.
Holy shit.
A snake. Water temperature. And the flag's coming down. Bulla bulla.
Hola.
Thank you very much. See you later.
I don't want to see any tears in your eyes, mate.
It's just a little rainy.
Get out of here. So we've just left Fiji and we're heading out to Bluewater for the first time for me. I must say it's rather an exhilarating feeling. Not really knowing how to describe it actually. It's kind of anxious but not anxious. Excited, nervous, a whole lot of different emotions. But looking forward to it. I think we're well prepped. Cyrus has been great with regards to explaining all the safety features of the boat and everything that needs to be done. We've tied everything down pretty tight. and ready to go. So we are. Doesn't look particularly good out there, but it's quite nice having a breeze for a change. It's been 29 degrees and ridiculous humidity. The water temperature at the moment is 31.5 or something like that, water temperature. So pretty warm, which is all about to change. It's a reef out there on the horizon. I don't know if you can see the breaking waves. We're heading through the pass, and then once we're through that pass, we're out in Bluewater, sailing to New Zealand. The first of the sea swells are coming in. And that's Fiji and Aotearoa. And we're under sail. Whoop!
Engine's off, and we're off.
Plan was to head out southwest on a reach to get ahead of a low pressure system coming in hot from the east. We were planning to get south enough to miss most of the effect of this weather system. The route we had planned was a big C shape, heading west and riding the wind direction change nearer to the New Zealand coast, hopefully swinging around far enough to get down the east coast, going to Aotearoa, our planned landing spot in New Zealand. We got a fish! Out there, I don't know if you saw that. Oh, he's skipping around. Here he is. If you have never fished from a sailboat whilst you are under sail, you may not realise how much admin is required to perform a seemingly benign task. When you're sailing along at 6 to 7 knots and you hook up, it's not just as easy as turn the motor off and slow down. There is a delay in organising the sailboat after you have hooked up. In our case, we slowed the boat to a little, but we're still sailing along at close to 5 knots while Cyrus pulled in the handline to what was to be a great catch. Oh well, a couple hours into the cruise, Fiji's still there. I'm wrapping right around you. Rather sprightly sail. Try and see whether you can see what the sea level's like here. Pretty hard to catch on camera, it's pretty gnarly. And this was only day one. Little did we know that this sea state was going to stick around, and if anything, get worse over the next few days. Although only Chris and myself actually threw out from seasickness, we were all feeling less than ideal. We all ended up putting on our necks a scopoderm patch that apparently stopped seasickness. That's not all it did apparently. So we're sitting here on, I almost said Thistle, Flying Cloud 2. We're 3 days into it now? Yeah. Something like that. I think we're all going a little bit mad because we're sitting here talking, we're through all the conspiracy theory talks now and we're just sitting around feeling quietly. And then all of a sudden Chris is like, I can hear a cat meowing.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of cats in here, as well as the flagpoles that are living in the ocean and all the other citizens. So yeah, we're going to have an interesting time in the next 5 days. Mark my words.
You probably only heard over in the background there, but he's saying that there's cats meowing and he's feeling crazy. And there's apparently voices elsewhere as well, so I'll keep my ear up. If I happen to hear them, I'll turn this on so we can have video evidence. The sea continued to build where we were often seeing 3 metre plus swells. The wind was a steady 18 to 23 knots on a broad reach angle from port, which was great apart from my bunk was on starboard, which was underwater, and the stanchions developed a leak right above my bed. I didn't wet the bed, Captain Honest.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
There's sundowner. Bit of Fiji bitter. Like a master chef going on here.
No awards won. Hopefully eaten.
You get an award for being able to stand up still in this.
I just like when Marcus eats because that means his mouth's full and he can't talk.
You're an asshole. What do you think, Chris?
This is boisterous.
Boisterous.
Boisterous. A lot of life in this.
It's a bit boisterous. I like that word, boisterous. Do you think it's boisterous? Do you think it's boisterous?
It's not moist.
It is actually.
It's like one of those mini words, isn't it?
Moist.
It's just there for the coverage.
That sea looks moist.
It's another one of those words.
Moisty sea. You can't see me very well, but I'm on night watch. The moon's out. Cruising along at about 7 knots, 6.5, 7 knots. Got a filled main, two reefs in the main filled, and 2 reefs in the Denarau. And we're cruising along nicely in 20 odd knots of wind, making headway towards New Zealand. It's quite a surreal feeling being out here all by yourself at night time with nobody else around. Anyway, better get back to watch. How you doing there, Chris?
We're going good.
She's a pretty wild sea. Not particularly huge swells, but just messy.
There's the sharp little peaky ones. And variable winds like down to 19, 20. Figure out the other side.
We've finally managed to get our captain to go have a little snooze. It's a wild ride. 2 reefs in the main, stay still out, and a little bit of Denarau to give us some go forward motion. Seems to be working alright. We're doing on average around about 7 knots, I think. If you can see. Well, it's been quite a rough passage really so far, but at the moment it's not bad. Doesn't look that good, but it's a lot better than it has been. We just had nachos for dinner. Fantastic. Don't know what else to say, but there's lots of sea. See all the sea all the way around. So I might take you through a little bit of a tour of the boat since we're out here. When we're sitting out in the cockpit here, you got to make sure that you're all tethered in. We've got these tether marks everywhere all around the place. So you just tap into one that's close to you. And come with me down the companionway into the boat. Chris is doing some dishes because he doesn't like snakes. It's Chris's domicile. Mine's in there. Gully. Not sure what he's doing. And that's where the skipper sleeps. Washing machine, which we haven't used in passage, but this is wash your hands, your head, and storage in passage. The zero gravity room. That's her sturdy ship. Pretty fun to walk around when you're trying to not to fall over. What you doing, man?
Oh, my favourite daily chore. Playing with iridium, don't go.
Iridium barely go.
Barely. Sometimes,
Oh,
occasionally.
hang on, what's that noise?
That's a poor attempt at dial up.
Dial up tone.
Yeah, it's painful.
Oh well. Someone's got
Live
it.
Starlink.
Someone's got to do it. Might as well be you.
Yeah.
Day 222 at sea. We finally have sunshine.
Oh, cool.
Yep. We'll have some majestic music in the background for this shot. So you can say and f all you want. So this is where I sleep. This is my cabin aboard Flying Cloud 2. She's fairly cozy. It's about the size of a coffin, shall we say. But it's good actually, because when we're rocking around like we are at the moment, you feel nice and secure. You're not going to fall off. It's got a net on the side here as well, so you can put the net up so it don't fall off. But on this trip we've been port tack the whole way, so haven't needed it. Anyway, I'm going to bed because I got to get up at 12 o'clock for my 12 to 3 a.m. shift, so good night. Land ahoy! Where's the land?
Ahoy!
Ahoy! That way. Out there somewhere, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's land over there. It's Cape Reinga. Right. New Zealand, we made it. So we're getting towards the closing of our journey across from Fiji, and I thought you guys might be interested in who was willing to spend all this time with me. To be fair, they didn't have much choice after we left. There wasn't many stop-off points, so it was either make it all the way across or yeah, anyway. So this guy over here, this is Chris. How you doing, mate?
Hi team, how are we doing?
Oh, well, let me get over here. So, Chris, where are you from?
I'm from Whangamata.
You're going to have to speak up because it's quite loud. Whangamata?
Whangamata, New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. What do you do down there?
Just run a tourism operation really now, kayaking and paddleboard trips to Denarau Island and the likes. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sweet.
So you don't, do you have yourself a yacht?
Yeah, got a couple of them. One more than I should have, of course.
The wife
and the
doesn't know
missus-
about that one.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know about that one. Yeah, no, she knows about that one. Yeah. No, got a couple. One similar size to this one. So, yeah.
Oh,
pretty
nice.
Yep.
So how did you come about being invited to crew on Flying Cloud 2?
So Whangamata has quite a good sailing fraternity, and Ross Stewart had buddied up here with Cyrus, and Cyrus is looking for somebody to help him out to get home. So Ross put my name forward because I needed somebody at short notice, and yeah, I could drop tools and come. So here I am.
Nice, mate.
Sweet.
I'm not sure how I got invited on here, actually. I think it must have been because it was short crewed or something. So.
Were you already on here? Just a stowaway or something?
Yeah. I don't think you even knew, yeah. No, that was a snake.
Oh, the snake, yeah.
No, sweet. So how you found it? You done many crossings before? Or?
This is only the third one. So I've been up and back a couple of years ago, and on obviously this one coming back.
You're a veteran.
Yeah.
So on
Not in my lifetime.
a scale of 1 to 10, with regards to how difficult this one was versus the other ones that you've done, where would be 6?
Oh well, the other ones would have been a 5 probably, and this would be up there because it's been consistently rough and choppy the whole way. There's been no respite.
Not
Yep.
because of the company though.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention that at this stage. You know, we do that once the camera's off. Yeah.
Good stuff, mate. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I'm sure we'll stay in touch. And or maybe not.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. See you. Bye. Sweet. All good.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Sweet.
Look alive.
So alive.
So what's going on here, man? What's all this shit?
Well, it's 1 week in a leaky boat, I guess.
In the leaky boat. Who's doing the leaking?
Oh, well, I leaked all over you. You know,
Oh, okay,
I'd like to blame you, but you know, it was your fault. You're in that bunk, I guess.
That's true. I wet the bed. Well, the sea wet the bed, but I was in the bed at the time, so I wet the bed. Anyway,
I think if you didn't have all sheets to the wind and we were bearing the starboard rail with rooster tails off the stanchions, probably wouldn't have quite got as wet. But,
and that is no
Yeah,
exaggeration right there.
that is a point that won't be proven because it's all over now.
We won't talk about the spew everywhere.
Yeah,
Actually, who did throw up this trip? I did.
I did not.
No, you didn't. You're the only one that didn't.
No.
I threw up, Chris threw up, and I threw up twice, actually. Proud to say. Now I'm drug free. No, I don't need it now. Look out there. Champagne sailing coming back into New Zealand. Anyway.
Slash motoring.
Yeah, no, that's not motor. This is Cyrus. He owns Flying Cloud. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a little interview with him since it's not chaotic now. So, Cyrus, how long you own the boat?
Just over a year now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit, I thought you were experienced when you invited me over here.
No, that's why we brought you.
Oh, okay. Oh dear. We're lucky to be here.
No, we bought it end of summer last year.
Yeah.
It's a refit over winter.
First yacht?
No, it's my second yacht, but the one before that we only owned a quarter of it, so
Alright.
first one all on our own. Refit over winter, and then went cruising in summer. Moved the family on at Christmas, and we went up far north and down to Aotearoa and Barrier and hung out with this wet biscuit, and yeah, had a bloody good time. And then headed to Fiji in May.
Now tell me about that experience, because that would have been pretty nerve-wracking. First time Bluewater. Oh, was that first time for you, Bluewater?
No, we went to Tonga in 2017 as a crew.
Yeah.
And a catamaran though, a different experience. Took 14 days. We did a little loop around the Kermadec Islands in a storm, but made it up there. But yeah, first time skippering. It's obviously a pretty full-on experience. It's like you don't know what you don't know until you've done it, really, and then you've done it and you're like, oh yeah, I can do it. But in the meantime, you kind of shit in your pants.
Or wet in the bed, as the case may be.
Just for clarity, that's not me.
No, good shit, man. So Fiji, was it all you expected going up there and coming back again? And
Yeah. The passage up was pretty much a textbook. 2 days of rolly crap leaving New Zealand and a southerly backside of a low. Shoot up to Minerva, a couple of days of motoring in the middle, and Champagne to Minerva. A couple of days of Minerva to wait out a blow, and then sort of squally but nice 3-day ride up to Sabu and Vanuatu in the top of Fiji. But yeah, Fiji was awesome, especially out in the Lao and the eastern part of Fiji. It's like how you'd imagine Fiji to be when you unless you've been to Fiji a bunch of times and just gone to Denarau and think that's Fiji, then you'll probably like the west side of it more, where it's all resorts.
I've just been to Denarau.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a different story there, but out east it's very remote. Nobody's got anything really to spare except for maybe bananas and pawpaw, so you soon learn to like those or eat rice.
Well, lots of rice. So with regards to crewing over there and crewing back again, how did you come about getting Chris and myself on board here?
Yeah, well, obviously I met you last summer, and we.
That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, it's a valid point. Well, I scoured the earth, and there was this no-legged guy he lost his legs and he was in a wheelchair in Vietnam. He said he's available, but he got a cold at the end, so he quickly pulled out. So that was you, buddy. You're next.
Next to line.
Yeah.
Second best.
No, I knew you wanted to do this, and someone gave me a chance at some point, so that they could, so I could get a taste for it and experience, and so I thought you needed the same. And then Chris was a sort of a last minute ring in because our Flying Dutchman Geert, he had to pull out due to a sudden surprise illness. So yeah, that was when we reached out to the network and Chris came on board. So but,
it all worked out.
Bloody good asset. Yeah. Calm set of hands. A little bit slow on the technology side of things, but you expect that from a 64-year-old.
Great breakfast maker as well.
Oh yes, it's handy with a frying pan.
So last question, on the scale of 1 to 10, I asked Chris this on as regards to what you expected from a passage and how difficult The one up, so use the one up to Fiji as an example of to compare this one to. How do you find this one out of 1 to 10?
It was pretty challenging, just because not necessarily that the wave state was scary in any way. It was just the relentlessness of it. Day after day after hour of 3 metre waves crashing and breaking on your beam, flooding across the boat, spray off the bow like it was like a Volvo ocean race boat. Which not that I'm claiming my 1985 whiting as any such thing, but it was pretty hectic. So way more challenging in that sense than my passage up, but nowhere near as scary as the storm we were in when we went up past the Kermadex on the catamaran.
Yeah.
The waves there were bigger, angrier, steeper, and the wind was over 45 knots, so it was pretty scary in a catamaran. It'll be scary in monohull as well, but yeah. So I think fast and furious, I think, and wet and wild was this trip. So out of 10, I'd give it a probably a 6 for challenging. Probably about the same for fun. And I don't know, add those two together, you get 12. So
12 out of 10.
12 out of 10.
Yeah. you heard it here first.
Maths major.
There's some Cyrus adding right there. Well, from my point of view, mate, I'd really like to thank you for inviting me along on this, because it's been a real eye-opener, shall we say, and I've learned a hell of a lot. And there's no doubt about it that Flying Cloud is a ocean-going vessel ready to cross oceans any day.
Just a little bit of seeker fix here and there, eh?
Yeah, mainly over my beard. So no, I'd really like to thank you, mate, and yeah, let's have a rum soon.
Rum.
To celebrate seeing New Zealand.
Yeah, just over there somewhere.
Over there. All right.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. And here we are, the last sunset of the trip from Fiji to Auckland. She's a beauty. We're just motoring across Exhibition Bay from North Cape down to Matai Bay, I think it is. But she's a beautiful evening. Finished doing the dishes, about to get settled in for a bit of a sleep before night watch. Last one, then we're home. Here we come. Coming up to the river now. Hi here. Up under that quarantine dock there. Wait for immigration and MPI.